Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can create conditional formatting rules in Excel that are linked to specific cells. So for example here I've got my conditional formatting applied and it's based on these cells. So if I want the values to be highlighted in green, I can just change this to, let's say, 10%. Now only values that are more than 10% are highlighted. If I want the values less than 10%, negative 10% to be highlighted, then only those are highlighted, and all I have to do is just change these values into here. So I'm going to show you how you can set this up in Microsoft Excel really easily. So here's my data from scratch. So I've got the stock returns for various ticker symbols, and I want to highlight which ones have done well and which ones have maybe not done so well. So I'm going to show you how we can first set up these conditional formatting rules and then link them to these specific cells. So what I'm going to do is select the values that I want to apply the conditional formatting rules to. Go to conditional formatting, create a new rule, and I'm going to use a formula to determine which cells to format. So I'm going to click in here, use the equal sign to create a formula to start with, and what I'm going to be doing is looking at the value in column C to see if that is greater than, I'm going to start with 5%. So I'm going to look at the value in C3. And actually, I just want to freeze column C because I want to apply the formatting to the entire range, to column B as well. So if I freeze C, it's going to apply regardless of whether I'm in column B or column C. So I'm going to say if this value is greater than 0.05, which is the same thing as 5%, I'm going to click the Format button, select the Fill option, use a green highlight, and let's say make this a white color, white text. Hit OK, and then you can see now I've applied the conditional formatting so that if it's more than 5%, then it's green. Now let's do the reverse now, and let's say if it's negative, let's make it red. So again, I'm going to select these values, conditional formatting, new rule, and I'm going to do the same thing here. So anytime you're dealing with conditional formatting, you want to pay attention to that first cell that you've selected. In my example, it's B3, so you want to look up here if you're not sure. So I'm in B3, so with conditional formatting, your rules are going to be relative to your starting position. And that's why it's important here that I'm not selecting C2 or C4. I need to select C3 because I'm on row 3 based on this selection. So the important thing is really easy to overlook, and if you don't do that correctly, then your conditional formatting rules are not going to be set up properly. So again, I'm going to freeze column C, look at row 3, and this time I'm going to use the less than operator and say less than negative 0.05. And in this case, I'm going to apply the formatting, so it's a red fill color, and let's also make the text color white. And again, we've applied the formatting. So this is how we could set it up manually. Obviously, the downside of doing it this way is that, if we want to change the rules, we got to go back into conditional formatting, manage the rules, and edit them in there. I mean, not a huge issue, but there is an easier way around that. So for the green highlighting, I'm going to put in 5% here. For the red highlighting, I'm going to put negative 5% in here. So I've got my cells set up here. So for the green highlighting, I'm going to link to F3 and F4 for the red highlighting. So go back into here, manage my rules, edit them. And so for the red formatting, I'm looking at less than, and instead of putting 0.05, I'm going to reference that cell dollar, and I don't need the negative actually because I've got the negative in there. So $F $4. Now it's important to freeze the number, the row as well in here, just so that it's always looking at that cell. Now I'm going to hit OK and apply, and it works because nothing's changed here. So I'm going to do the same thing on here, edit the rule. This time instead of 0.05, I'm going to select $F $3. Hit OK and apply. And my rules didn't change, my formatting didn't change, so that means I've done it correctly. So now let's test it out. So I'll change the green highlighting to 10% as I did before, and the red highlighting to minus 10%. So as you can see, this is a much easier way to manage your conditional formatting rules, especially if you have multiple conditions based on values and you want to easily be able to update that, especially if you're dealing with stock returns where, if you're looking at a period of 1 day, You may want a very small threshold. If you're looking at a period of 10 years, you might be looking at much higher percentages, right? So it's really easy to just modify these to whatever threshold you want, whatever you want to highlight. And it's really easy not only to update your conditional formatting, but also to see what those thresholds are right on your spreadsheet. So that's a really easy way to modify your conditional formatting and make it a bit more dynamic. So that's a wrap for this video. If you did like it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks so much for watching.